A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of diplomatic tensions, UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy has publicly condemned Israel's recent actions in Gaza, describing calls from Israeli ministers to purify Gaza as repellent and extremist. This condemnation comes as Lammy announced the suspension of negotiations over a new free trade deal with Israel, marking a low point in UK-Israeli relations not seen in decades. The Foreign Secretary's remarks, delivered in the House of Commons, highlighted the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, where aid trucks have been blocked from entering amid a growing crisis of starvation among the Palestinian population. Lammy's strong language reflects a shift in the UK government's stance, as he stated that Israel's refusal to allow aid access is an affront to British values and incompatible with the principles that underpin the bilateral relationship. Furthermore, Lammy criticized the planned military incursions by the Israel Defense Forces, labeling them as morally unjustifiable and counterproductive. These comments were met with shouts of genocide from backbenchers, underscoring the urgency and gravity of the situation. In parallel, EU foreign ministers convened in Brussels to discuss the bloc's trade agreement with Israel, with a significant majority backing a review of the arrangement in light of recent events. This move signals a growing discontent within Europe regarding Israel's actions in Gaza, as the EU remains Israel's largest trading partner. Lammy's condemnation of Israeli actions was particularly pointed, as he highlighted the planned displacement of Gazans and the inadequate provision of aid. He emphasized that the ongoing military escalation is not the solution to the hostage crisis, as civilians in Gaza face renewed suffering and trauma. The UK government, while recognizing Israel's right to self-defense following the heinous attacks on October 7th, has drawn a line at the humanitarian catastrophe unfolding in Gaza. Lammy's statements have reignited calls from Labour backbenchers for a more robust response, including tighter controls on UK arms exports to Israel and recognition of the State of Palestine. As the situation continues to evolve, Lammy indicated that further actions would be considered in conjunction with international allies. The Israeli government, however, has dismissed the UK's stance as anti-Israel obsession, asserting that external pressures will not deter its commitment to national security. As the humanitarian crisis deepens, calls for immediate action to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people grow louder, with many urging the UK government to take decisive steps to support aid efforts and protect human rights in the region. The unfolding events in Gaza and the UK's response may have lasting implications for international relations and the broader geopolitical landscape. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.